It's about already living it.
And there is the Ulstyle mansion in the background there. We're going to go and have a look. You can almost just see it out the bit cloudy, but we're going to be walking in that direction and having a little walk around. In particular, that leads down to this old mansion building. More often than not, you can see families of deers, stags sometimes, and baby deers. So I think in Slovak they call them Bambis, and deers Srienka? Srinky, okay.
Also you can see the wild rabbits.
We can see wild rabbits down here. And we've seen them quite a few times. Depends what time of the day you come, usually early in the morning or sort of evening time. And they like to hide out in these sort of gorge areas here, the edge of the forest. But yeah, it's quite a nice area for them. And during the summertime, it gets really warm down here because it's quite closed with let me adjust the camera. It's quite closed with vegetation. So here we're right on the border with the forest. And these are very good sights to see these animals. And it's raining, not very heavily, but I'm English, so I don't really mind. And it's pretty much the end of summer now, officially. We're into autumn, but it's over here you can get quite good weather till the end of September and sometimes to the end of October. I think it's been a bit of a milder summer this summer, but don't get that twisted, it's still been warm and hot. So, and you could gradually notice the temperature drop in the mornings. It's a lot cooler, which is nice, but it does ramp up still in the afternoon. I think this week in particular it's due for rain, which is fine. So it is a bit wet, so apologise if the camera quality goes a bit down. I'm just using the basic camera. I know you can use different apps, but I'm still learning. So this is it. This is the castel or the mansion. I think it dates back to the 14th century. And it's tied to like the Austro-Hungarian Empire, mainly Hungarian side, obviously. And I think it actually had roots or ties to the Hungarian royal family at some point. Let's try and come out a bit. There you go.
Actually, I just reminded my great grandma used to work for the people who used to live here. I mean not duchies, what they call. So the elephant.
Oh, the Elephanthy family.
Yes.
Oh, really?
So my great grandma used to work for them.
Wow,
yeah.
No way. So I think this was passed down to the Elephanthy family. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it'll give you an idea. And I think that's where the term, the village name actually comes from. Although I think the village is older than that. Only ever been inside in the reception area here. And it's a grand old building. It's huge. So this building was also used as a hospital for tuberculosis patients around the 1940s. And it was closed down in the early 2000s. I think due to disrepair and other things. I'm sure it can be looked up. But it's a great old building. And also I think it would have changed hands a few times during its years. Especially with the breakup of the Austro-Hungarian Empire after World War I, 1918. And then Czechoslovakia becoming a state. And then during the Velvet Revolution in, I think it was 93, where Slovakia became an independent republic. So it's definitely changed hands a few times. It's a beautiful old building. With very, very beautiful surroundings. So let me just try and get the zoom correct. Yeah, that's fine. So let me just try and turn around, show you some of the shots. The area. Take a little walk around. In fact, I can show you what would be the pavilion. Well, I'll go to the pavilion in a minute, but these are the front gates. I think they're, yeah, iron gates. And here we have some like plaster cement moulds. It looks like a knight in armour, quite typical for the age. And these huge, huge big concrete pillars here to take the weight of this balcony at the top. I can't really get a shot. The camera's going everywhere. So yeah, it's very nice. And you have, if I just walk down the side now, you'll have an old terrace area here. And a sign here, Pozor pada omietka, so watch out for falling plaster. That's what it means.
Saying that there is neo-baroque mansion, which is this building, which was created by rebuilding the original Pauline Monastery from the 14th century.
14th century.
A noble residence in 1894.
Okay.
The building has a monumental neo-baroque classicist character with a dated period from 1369, and it's surrounded by an English park.
So yeah, I won't go around the back because it'll be really wet and muddy. But yeah, the scale of the place is huge. So you can see that it's fell into a bit of disrepair. I mean, that's quite bad. That'll be happening over a space of time and have some sort of internal damage to the walls as well. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. I think it's for the most part watertight, but it's just kind of been left to rot. And they could repurpose this. I know there's another building around the back of here. They've had some investment to make that into like a big care home. So there's a lot going on there right now. I'll probably take a walk around and show you there. But yeah, this place is huge. You can imagine once back in the day, sort of grand parties here and people visiting of particular importance and part of respected families. Yeah, so they have a garden pavilion here. There's like a wall here. I don't know if you can see that. Concrete wall of an elevated garden, and then it drops. Yeah. But you can almost imagine the size of this terrace here and the entry to the terrace here. So, you know, this place in the summer would have been great. Which way should we go? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My grandma used to work here as well.
Yeah.
In the hospital at the reception.
Mm-hmm.
So I got loads of childhood memories to come here.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember old patients sitting here on the benches and coughing.
Yeah.
I was living ill with them.
So there were a lot of patients here who were ill with tuberculosis.
Yes.
And they used to sit out on all the benches in here in the gardens that are lined up. And further up here, some very sick people over the years. Yeah, shame. I love these old lights. What a feature. And all these old columns and the crest above the doorway. Sure. So we're sort of going around the back of the...
You can still see the old books.
Oh yeah.
Maybe zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, there's some old records there, aren't there?
Old records. And I've seen like old medical equipment in here lying around as well. Maybe in a different window.
Yeah, we'll go and have a look. So these are sort of going out onto the gardens, around the rear and the side of the building, the old hospital. And this is the rear of the building now. So very much like the front, you've got a balcony with concrete columns. And I think that scaffolding's been there for forever and a day. It's just been left there, and I think money ran out during the refurbishment, which is a shame.
We don't really know a lot of history about it in the details, but you can always Google it and have a look yourself, because we wasn't ready to create a content today to come here. Otherwise, we would read about it a little bit more. But we did, but we forgot, I think.
So we're just walking up through some of the gardens around the back now, and we'll show you the other. Is it another old hospital, or was it a care home, or?
I think it was part of the hospital.
Yeah.
But a lot of doctors and nurses used to live here.
Okay.
These
Like the
old-
staff, yeah.
Yes, staff of the hospital.
So this building is where is currently under refurbishment, and I think it's due to be open this year or early next year. We'll take you around. Yeah, not really sure what that is. Probably a storehouse. It would have had a function and a purpose back in its day.
Yeah, they got a few of these houses around. I don't
Yeah.
know what they've been storing there. But my grandma, she would have been able to tell you.
Mm-hmm. I can hear a little bit of noise in the background. As you can see, the building on the right here. That's the building currently undergoing reconstruction, renovation. There's huge piles of old building material. We could do with some of that. Should we call Milan to come and get it?
No.
So yeah, this is round the back. So this, where my finger is coming into view, right at the back. That's like a newish, that's the latest one that's been done. And this main one in the foreground here, that's the one that's currently going under
They just put the new windows. I see.
reconstruction. Okay. Oh yeah, they have got new windows in. There you go, they've got massive piles of rubble that will get repurposed. Yeah, the rubble piles will more than likely get repurposed to make roads in some of the villages. I know that's what happened when we got introduced to our guy with a digger, a bagarista. Instead of throwing or getting rid of the old concrete and the tiles and the bricks, he said he could take it away because his village are due to build a road around the back of the village, so it's all good foundation stuff. So that's good that it gets repurposed. We took one load to the local waste area, Zaberny Dvor, and they charged us an absolute fortune, and it was too late by then to go get it back, but it is what it is. But I will pan round now to the front of this building, and again you can see just piles of rubble, but undergoing reconstruction, which is good. We need to save these old buildings. They still have life in them yet. Right then, I think that's pretty much going to summarize the video, or sum it up. Hope you've enjoyed it. Say goodbye. I've got to turn it around. and I will see you in the next one. People live around here, that's all, and it might look a little bit weird if I'm walking around filming people's property, but I'll give you a little shot real quick. So you've got like these little blocks of bitolki sort of up near the, well, pretty much on the doorstep of the forest, and they have gas up here, they have all facilities and amenities, but it's like a little bit out of the way. But as you can see, they're just like blocks with X amount of people living in them. So yeah, I'll stop now and give these people their privacy back. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.